What's up, guys? You have reached the evening um, session. My name is Eugene, guys. I'm an attorney. Let's talk about you and your life in law. Let's do that today. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk, guys. This is your channel, fellas, and I only can do what we talk about with you on here, guys. So I'm getting my stuff set up here, and let's let's see if we're ready to go. All right, all right. I got everything looks to be set up. I am live on all three platforms, fellas. Three of my social media sites. Um, I'm going to have a little bit of dinner here in just a second. So, guys, thank you very much for showing up. And I am Eugene. So talk, 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 talk. I've got to call a couple people right now. And let's see, I'm going to try to call my client. Thank you guys for looking in. I am on my Restream. I'm live on three platforms, YT, TT, and FB. So let's do, guys, this, you can ask a question. If it's a good question, if you're on YT, I can hear your question come through my earphones. If you are on TikTok, I will um I'll have to I'm reading your questions as they come across. So, I might not be as responsive. If I don't get your question, you'll have to the best way to get me to hear your question is going over the other platform, but this is good. I can still get you right here. Thank you guys. Y'all join in. You got to share the screen. You got to share it, share it, share it. Share, share, share. Let me get April. Mm-hmm. April, where are we at, April? Boom, boom. Come on, guys. Tap, share, follow. I don't know where my spectacles went. I thought I had them down here. You know, it's the damnedest thing when you misplace your glasses, and I have a sneaking suspicion. Oh no, here they are. When you misplace your glasses, you can't see to find your glasses, and that always poses another problem. So, Daniel, no more meeting people for no reason. I don't understand what you're saying, Daniel. You're on here always talking craziness. So, guys, some of you might wonder I am visually impaired. Uh, so there it is. I'm gonna ask her. She's probably gonna be working. Leave your message for 86592422490. Hey, April, this is Eugene. Give me a holler if you can. Thank you. I'm gonna tell her to call when she can. All right, guys. Let's. My day is okay, man. So far, can't complain. My day is going all right, man. I've been a little busy. It's been a little crazy today. So, guys, tap, share, let's follow, let's get on, go what you're doing. Guys, if you're looking at me on these other platforms, send me a message. Aha, my client just sent me a message. Thank you, Miss Denise. Appreciate the comment. Thank you. That lets me know that I am cooking over here. Thank you, Denise. Let me look and see. Pull up these comments. Thank you, Denise. You coming to me from Facebook, Denise. Thank you very much. I'm always wondering about my Facebook connection, if it's live and what's happening with it. So thank you, Denise. Thank you. Join. Let's talk. If you've got an issue, we can try to straighten it out. I'm an attorney, guys. I'm also a substance use and addiction counselor. I'm a certified family court mediator, and I'm an old fashioned certified teacher. I've done a lot of stuff. Can law enforcement keep your can law enforcement keep your Second Amendment uh, tool? Yes, they can. If law enforcement stops you, the first thing you should do if you're in your automobile, that's the first thing you should, if you have a right to carry, if you are lawfully allowed, legally lawful, that means gone through the training and all of that. If you have a permit, you're a lawful carrier, you should notify law enforcement immediately. That is the last thing you want them to see if they have to search you. You need to notify them up front. You ought to have all those, that certification and documentation right up front. Show it to them. And in that way, they will ask you to get it. They will ask you to get it. Let's see what this is Eugene. This is Eugene.
Yeah, is Lauren there?
No, Lorna is gone right now. What can I help you with?
This is Samuel. I got a pressure sore on my hip, and they're supposed to call my medicine in. I done the Zoom, and they never got it called in.
Well, it may have. I'll send a message out and say this is Samuel.
Yes, it's a Samuel. I appreciate you.
All right, I'll message Lorna and see. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, my brother. I'm calling one of the ladies that work in our clinic. Let me see. We had a patient. We had clinic, and apparently he didn't get his medicines called in. So come on. Yeah, let me see. She should get back to me. So that second, sorry about that, guys. So to get back on that Second Amendment issue, yeah, if you have a Second Amendment right to carry, they can take it. It depends on why they took it. But if you are legally, um, their legal right to carry, yes, yes, yes. I mean, who the F keeps doing this? So, block. People come on here and these little TikTok coins. I don't know who's doing it, but ain't nobody wants a TikTok coin. Nobody. Nobody. I don't know what you mean by themselves. I have no idea what you mean by that, guys. Thanks for all the work you do. Guys, I am visually impaired in case you didn't know. So you'll see me from time to time. And I should put my damn glasses on. On a good day, my glasses don't help a whole lot, but they do help some. So, but guys, this is your chance to ask a question. I'm going to sit here and snack a little bit. Tap, share, follow, fellas. Let's go now. Looking in on me from FB or TT, thank you very much. Share the live out, guys. Share it up. This is your chance. I'm going to eat me a little bit of cheese. I've got some olives, cheese, turkey. This is going to be my dinner. So I'm going to sit here through the course of the evening, and I've got some grapes and a pear. So I'm going to eat just a little bit. Have me something to drink. Had a lot of activity in here today. I've been busy, believe it or not. Guys, this live is going to suck. Oh, yeah. I didn't go to the store, but I went out to eat lunch with a friend. I hadn't had a chance to catch up to him since I've been back home. But my daughter went out and got me. I ran out of honey. She got me a pack of bacon, pack of honey, a loaf of low calorie bread, and more importantly, a can of Ale 8, one of my favorite beverages. So if I'm gonna be hunkered down here for 3 or 4 days, I'm on a big diet anyway. So I've got enough of the foods, to be quite honest. It wouldn't bother me to skip a meal or two. So yeah, you can ask a landlord tenant question. Guys, I do all kinds of stuff. Landlord, tenant, um, child support, custody, divorce. If you've had an automobile accident, I only get 20% when I settle your case. That's it. I've been working on car wrecks this afternoon. So I called a couple clients. I've talked to a couple insurance adjusters. I'm eating dinner right now. I had a bowl of soup vegetable soup with a piece of cornbread. When I went out of here, that's what I had. So I'm not real hungry. I'm just nibbling on stuff. I'll be here for a couple hours, so I brought me a bunch of snacks. Nice. Thank you very much. I talked with the lady that handles a lot of my social media stuff today. Our counseling program is on track. Hopefully next week we'll be able to start the first session. Real counseling, real education. Do you have legal standing to sue who? Whoa, do you have? Who are you? I don't know. Oh, I know. Whenever the weather gets bad, the stores love it. The stores, Walmart, Target, all these stores love it. I mean, people act like it's the end of time. I do talk. I can evaluate, get a lot of questions in the chat here, guys, on what kind of cases I handle. On my page, what I try to do is give people access to information that you're ordinarily not going to get access to from any other lawyer. If you want me to evaluate your situation, if you got a disability claim, I've filed many Social Security claims. I don't do it anymore. Oh, they are missing out. That is true. YouTube is better about answering a good long question, asking a good long question. That is absolutely true. So the question, do you have standing to sue? I don't know. Oh, do I handle disability? Yeah, I've had several disability cases. But what I do here, and I think that's what I started to say, what I try to do here is give people an avenue. If you have an issue and you really want me to look at it, you can go to my link, click on my link, and you can book a call. I can talk to you about your issue. I can research it, and then when we talk through video, we'll do a video conference, and hopefully, I'll be able to have you some solutions. I've done a lot of stuff, guys. I've been a prosecutor. I'm an entrepreneur. I've written grants, over $20 million worth of grants I've written. I've got books on my link. I've got a book on addiction recovery. I got a book on DUI. I got a book on how to handle debt. Um, and I'm getting ready to drop one on divorce here soon. And so, I mostly what I do here is give people information that maybe they're not going to have or can't get access to. So that's kind of what I do here. Can you sue the landlord? So we're back on that question. I don't know if you can sue your landlord or not. So always when it comes to landlord tenant issues, you always look to your contract, look to your lease agreement. If you don't have a lease agreement, it gets a little tougher. So I don't know why you'd want to sue your landlord. I have no idea why you'd want to sue your landlord. It doesn't say that here. I don't know why you'd want to sue your landlord. Can your landlord require you to pay online? I suppose they can. That's the way business is going now. Digital coin, digital money. I suppose they can. It's money. If you want to live there, then you got to play. Listen, I don't know why it always frustrates me. And I know people like to do things their own way. But if you're trying to get something from someone, if you're trying to get a service from someone, then you need to try to provide them a way to do business the way that they're comfortable. Like if they ask you to pay through a portal, then pay through a daggone portal, right? If that's the way they want you to do business, then you are going to probably have to do it. So the question is, can they require you? Yeah. If you don't pay and they're not going to accept money from any other way, then they're going to kick you out. So just do it. Why? You probably pay all kinds of other things online through a portal. It's the way a lot of people do it now. So if you want to continue to live there, I'd probably try to play by their rules. That's what I would do. So, and if you really have an issue and you want me to look into it, just book a call. I mean, honestly, if you've stressed and struggled with an issue and you can't seem to Beverly, I did have a good lunch. I sat and talked with my friend. I hadn't seen him in a while. So thank you, Beverly from Facebook. Thank you, Beverly. Yeah. Well, you paid by money order. I don't know why you would not want to pay. If you've been paying by money order, I have no idea why you would not want to do it through a portal, because you got that money order. They could say they never got it. So a portal, some kind of an electronic transfer, is way better for you. It is way better for you. You at least know they got it and they got it in a timely fashion. You don't have to worry about the mess with the mail. You don't have to worry about that landlord saying they didn't get your money. So it actually is a way to protect you, even though you might not like it. That sounds like to me. Sound like to me a better way to do it. But that's just me, you know? I pay through portals all the time. I pay electric bills through a portal. I pay my condominium payment, my house payment. I pay my insurance through a portal, my phone bill. That's it. That's it. And you've got a record. Thank you. That comment came from YouTube. Thank you, guys. Yeah. I didn't like all that stuff either. Like I'm 60, I'll be 65 my birthday. I really don't like changing the way that I do business. But if you are trying to do business with somebody else and you want to continue to do business with that person, then you at some level have to conform to the way that they do business. Otherwise, they're going to stop doing business with you. And I use one credit card when I make my bills. That's a whole nother thing everybody ought to do. Get you one credit card. All your transactions should be on one credit card. And that way it makes your life a whole lot easier. If you do online shopping, do it through a credit card. Do not ever use a debit card. I don't use my debit card hardly ever anymore. Yeah, yeah. Run around like a mouse in a hamster wheel. Someone asked me, and that's a good question. Someone on the TT asked me, how come not through a debit card? Let me tell you about a debit card. You know the difference between a debit card and a credit card, I hope. A debit card is almost automatic. You have 3 days. You have 3 days to charge back a debit card expense. 3 days. That's it. So a lot of times if you don't look at your statement regularly every day, someone could make a charge on you and you wouldn't know it. I'll talk to you about that home. Ask me that question again. I want to finish up this debit card thing. So with a credit card, you have 30 days to claw back that expense. And that's really big when it comes to online. And it's easier for you to shut down a credit card. So it's easier to shut down your credit card than it is a debit card. And by the time you know that someone's pranking around with your debit card, all of your funds could be gone because it's immediate. It comes right out of your checking account. Credit card doesn't do that. These credit cards are really good at their fraud dispute. So credit card, you get more security. You got 30 days to claw back the expense. You got a lot more. You just got a lot more security, particularly if you're buying gas at a gas pump or you're doing a lot of, if you're traveling, credit card is the way to go. You use a debit card and you're going to be sorry. So use a credit card, pay it off, build your credit, and sleep easier at night. Someone asked in the, I believe this was a YouTube comment. YouTube, thank you, YouTube. It was a YouTube comment. Someone passed, and the question is, do I have the house transferred over? Yes. When someone passes, if it's your husband or wife, your spouse, you need to first go to the courthouse. If there's no will, you need to be appointed administrator over the estate, not executor. If you don't have a will, you're an administrator. If you have a will, you might be an executor. Get appointed as administrator and then transfer that home into your name, particularly if it's paid off. Now, if you're already on it, that might be easier. If you're not on it and there owes a debt on it, you might not be able to get it transferred. It's easy. It gets complicated if the home is not paid off. It gets complicated. Yeah, a lot of people chatting in the chat about credit card. Yeah, always use a credit card if you can. And so the interest rates on credit cards are usually quite high, but the interest rate won't bother you if you pay the damn thing off. The only time an interest rate really affects you is if you go past 45 days, 30 days really. Pay the damn thing off at the end of the month. Yeah, if your spouse passed, yeah, you need to get it transferred, but you first have to get appointed as administrator over the estate. You won't be able to do anything until you get appointed as administrator. Credit card is not extra income, so don't treat it as extra income. Get your necessities, pay for it on the credit card, and then pay it off at the end of the month. It's the best way to do. The best way to do. If your name is on the house, then that transfer will go a lot easier. Get appointed as executor, and I'm sorry for your loss. I really am. Is it easy to get? I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. A silent deed? I ain't never heard of a silent deed. I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. I have no idea what you're talking about. Silent deed. Is that like a silent auction or silent Saturday? Always annoyed me when my kids played soccer. They had silent Saturday. You had to go, but you weren't allowed to yell or scream or root or holler. Always annoyed me. So I don't know what a silent deed is. I have no idea what you're talking about, Willis. Oh my God, 49 years married. I hate that for you. I really do. Someone needs to get these coin hawks off of my feet here. Oh man, that sucks. These some dumbasses. 49 years is a long, long time. Long time. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry guys. I'm trying to fix my lighting situation. You would see the mess that I've got here with my lighting. And at the same time trying to get rid of some knuckleheads here. These coin-based people, I don't know how that keeps happening, but they need to go. They need to go. This is, I don't know who you are, buddy. Someone calling me. I don't know who the hell you are. Ask that question again about the divorce. Just paid off my house. I don't know what you're talking about. Just paid off your house. But people are saying, oh, I don't know about that. There's all kinds of craziness out there about what you got to do to a deed to make it to where no one can touch it. Listen, I've lived 65 years. I've owned property for 45 years of that. I've never had any need to have my property locked down. I don't understand that. I'm sure there's some other way you can do that if you're afraid that someone's going to if you're afraid that somebody's going to steal your property. Someone is about ready to get me pissed off here in a minute. Yeah, it's someone messing with me. Yeah, well, I've always had my phone number up. I don't really care if somebody wants to be a dumbass. I mean, I got my phone number up here because I do business. Well, I'm just get crazy people. That's fine. I don't care to block them. Doesn't bother me. So much crazy here. God, there are some nutties out today, man. I'm looking at these comments. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, guys. Come on now. I think maybe they got the message. I wasn't answering the damn phone. It ain't nobody I know. I hope somebody blocked you because you are a little bit nutty tonight. I've seen you on here before. I ain't dealing with you, bud. Someone needs to give it some apple butter. Come on, it. I love you, man, but you got to go. You got to go, it. I hope he's already blocked. We got some good moderators in here, guys. You're not going to bother me till you have all the ducks in a row. That's probably a good idea, Christian. I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to help you. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, it was a little bit annoying and a little bit bizarre tonight. I think maybe he was off his medication. Probably needed a little bit of tranquility. Let's say it that way. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. It's going all right, guys. What's up, Nick? How you doing, Nick? I'm doing good, guys. Just sitting here goofing around a little bit. I'm on 3 platforms, guys. YT, TT, and FB. Guys, if you're out on any of these platforms, spread the word that we're out. I'm going to try to get on here and multi-stream more often. I'm setting a schedule on Monday and Thursdays for sure. Monday and Thursday evenings on all these platforms. In the mornings, I might graduate to just YT a couple of mornings a week. Just reserve it for YT. So all of y'all watching, couple mornings a week, I'm just going to go on my YT channel, hook up my laptop because I can hear it. I can't hear the other one. So around we talk. So I'm on all 3 platforms here at the same time, guys. It's kind of neat. We did the buyers of our condo did the final walkthrough. We got our final inspection done. We are good to go. So hopefully I'll have a little more cash in my pocket next week. Me and the missus might go out and do something stupid. I don't know if my live streaming counts toward that 3,000 hours. I have no idea. And someone had asked me that question. So I'm trying to get my YouTube channel monetized. And the way they want you to do is you have to have. Well, we don't know about the appraisal. So if all of y'all do that, go to my YT channel, subscribe, and then look at some of my long form videos. Get me some watch hours, set it up in the background. Actually, you might like it. I've got some really good, my interviews with some people that I've got probably 20 or 30 interviews. I do a lot of interviewing and about different types of subjects, different types of people. So, so get a chance and look at them. Thank you very much, guys. Congrats. Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah. So we might actually do something nutty. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate it, Cheryl. So I nailed down a bunch of stuff today, guys. So I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. I'm gonna eat me some grapes, fellas. Green grapes. I'm done with this other stuff. Gonna eat me some grapes. And no, I don't wash them. You know, I've never washed a grape I've eaten out of a bag. Never. I'm not going to. I like grapes. I like the green ones. I don't like the seeds. So we did a lot. I did a lot of stuff today, guys. I can share. Yeah. No, I'm waiting until after. First thing I'm gonna do with that money, I owe my daughter some money because when we sold her house, she paid for the bulk of the down payment. She paid for the bulk of the down payment and the remodeling of the home. So I got to pay her back. We're going to refinance that home, get a lower. Can you borrow some money? Take her on a cruise. I can't do a cruise. I'm not a cruise guy. I've got several physical issues. I've had a kidney transplant. I've had a couple kidney transplants, and my kidney is on a decline, and I don't know when it's going to totally give out on me, and I don't want to be out in the middle of the water when it does. So after we refinance the house that we bought with my daughter, then I'm going to get a pool. That's going to be second on the agenda. Well, my wife owes about $2,000 on her car. I owe about $2,000 on my truck. We're going to pay every damn thing off. If someone wants to know, do illegal immigrants have constitutional rights? No. There's a particular process if they get detained that they have to go through. But as far as constitutional rights, no, because they're not citizens. Only citizens enjoy constitutional rights. Now, if you get detained, you've got a process that you go through. But as a practical matter, when the police apprehend someone, even if they're illegal or not, they give them the same process that you or I would get if you're here legally. So probably Sunday. Come on, guys. You got to share this live out, guys. If you're on these other platforms, I don't know what the terminology is, but share it, get it out there. Tell your friends what we're doing. I'm here in the evenings. I'm really jazzed up about my counseling program. I've been working on this for several months now. What we're going to be doing is real life, real time counseling in a class. I finalized it today, talked to the lady that's helping me put it together, and we will be doing it on Thursdays. Looks like Thursday at 6:30, I believe, but you all will know about it. You can sign up. You have to buy my book if you want to sign up for the classes. The book's going to be $75. Each individual counseling session will be $10 a session. Oh, the house we purchased is large. It's large. It's way big enough for us. So get back to this counseling program. There'll be a book. I'm going to have a schedule of sessions. And if you feel like you want to have a session or two, you just jump on. You have to schedule it in advance. You'll be able to see a schedule. You pay for it in advance. And then when I log on, you'll be there and we all sit and talk about the lesson. You'll have the book. You have to study a little bit because when we log on, we're going to get to business. We're going to get to business and I haven't had a question yet in that other live. What's going on with my TT group out there? Somebody let me know that TT is up and alive. Thank you, guys. All right, alive and kicking. Thank you very much. I didn't see a comment in a while. Thank you guys for that. Yeah, I didn't see a comment. And when I don't see a comment or I don't hear comments, now my comments are coming through FB and YT. So I'm hearing those comments. I'm reading the comments from the other platform. So, but you all, I thank you all very much. So I'm trying to look and be courteous here. Am I ready for some snow? It'll be done from one device. The book, the way it's going to work is our book is going to be digital. You can look at it. There's going to be lessons. You can look at it. You can print it out. Or, I mean, it'll be the book will be digital. You have to buy it. We're going to put a price tag on that. It's not going to be cheap. The book will cost $75, but that will be your book throughout the whole time you do this. You're going to have a schedule. We're going to have a schedule. We're going to go through each lesson. We're going through the whole book. There's about 35 or 40 lessons. And so we're going to go through it and you can keep it. So, I don't know how you access it, but you'll probably want to read the lesson before you get online so we can talk about it. It's going to be just like class. and it'll be fun. I've done this before, but I've never done it through digital, through social media. So we're gonna have fun. Rita, what's up, Rita? Rita. I love saying it. Rita. Bluey. Rita. I'm eating grapes. Yes. Rita. I would be listening, guys, and you can call if there's, well, it says call if there's an issue. I've got it on my damn screen there. I shouldn't have put it on there. It's got a call button. We're not really talking about anything important. I don't worry about the snow. I just don't. I don't worry about the weather. Yeah, you can look at the book. The way this is going to be, it's going to be a digital book. You know, um, I can't remember how many pages it's got. It'll be the same time every Thursday. I'm going to have two classes. I'm going to have one where I do the class, and if anybody wants to pay a little extra for a round table discussion, because our class is going to be just me delivering the message, and we'll give and take, and we'll do some question and answers. But after class, I'm going to have another session where we just have a good solid round table and a really, really good in-depth discussion on that particular thing. Class is different than just a round table discussion. Oh, and that's something if people want to do it, I'm gonna have it open. But free advice. I do free advice. I'm munching on. I'm sorry. What's up, Joe? I'm eating the grapes. Grapes. Right here. Grapes. They're good. Love them. I do. If I have somebody that's got something important to say, I'll bring them up and we can call and talk about it. I haven't heard anything really important yet. Virginia, hey, anxiety is normal, baby. I don't know what you're talking about, Willis. I don't know. How do you know after your pretrial for a DUI if it's informal or formal? It's formal probation. All probation is formal. What do you mean? Is it formal or informal? I mean, all probation is formal. Hellfire. They'll tell you what you need to do most of the time. Now, on a DUI, it might be a little less lenient. If you get accused of, and if you plead guilty to a DUI, usually they might do something like maybe electronic home confinement. You might have one of those breath things uh, put on a steering wheel, or they could just drug screen you every other day. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that some of these states do probation for DUI. You got to take a class usually. Oh, do they like if they show up at your house? No, usually on a DUI, that ain't that kind of probation unless it's a felony. Felony is when they lock you in and show up at your house. Or if you're locked up, if you're in the federal system, usually state court, misdemeanor state court is it's still probation, but they ain't knocking on your door. I've never seen that happen unless you get felony DUI. Someone said they had anxiety today. Anxiety is normal. I had anxiety today. It's normal. Anxiety lets you know you're alive. I mean, it's freaking normal. Anxiety is telling it's your body's response to uncomfortable situations. It's normal. It's not abnormal. Anxiety is normal. So you had anxiety. Deal with it. You're going to live. You'll get past it. Cut it out. Put your big girl pants on. Come on, Virginia. I love you, and I say it with love, Virginia. I'm saying this with love, baby. Take a breath. Get over it. Read a movie. Eat a piece of chocolate. It will it will get better. I promise you. Rita. It'll get better, baby. I promise you. I think everybody has anxiety, Virginia. You ain't special, baby. I'm sorry to tell you. You ain't special. It happens. You will get by it. And every time you have a spell, you're going to realize you're going to get past it. You got to try to understand what's causing you to have the issue. I kind of like this. I'm doing this and I get to block some of these own people. I'm on my iPad. The table always turns. It does. Absolutely. Well, you don't feel special, baby, but you are. You ain't special. You've got the same problems everybody else got. If you live long enough, you're going to get a little bit anxiety. It's my girl who is on my Who was on my moderating list today? I was looking for my mods and I don't know where I can find them. It's all right. Guys, let's go now. This is your program. If you don't ask me questions, I can't give you any answers. My mother used to call me special all the time. Oh, Alexandra, you don't got help, baby. I didn't want to pull you away from your work. I'm having fun. We're doing all right. You don't have to help me. I wasn't begging for help. I just wanted to know who was out here. If you live long enough, you're going to get your little anxiety. That's the way it works. Come on. Come on, Alexandra. I didn't mean to pull you. I wasn't really asking for help, but if you want to help, I appreciate it. It's fun, guys. Come on now. Let's share. This is your show. Come on now, fellas. Your show. Lord have mercy. 75 people in my TT chat. Okay. Now, I'm sure I can't believe you don't know what these questions are. What's a dismissal? A dismissal is something that says where the court gets rid of your case. It's a criminal case usually, or it could be a civil case. So you could get a dismissal if you filed a lawsuit in a civil action. You could get a dismissal at the end of the case, or they could kick you out of the case and dismiss it because you didn't have grounds to file it in the first place. In a criminal case, a dismissal is granted at the end of the case, maybe, if the prosecutor doesn't have enough goods to prosecute you. So you get a dismissal. Why you would need an expungement? If you got your case dismissed, an expungement takes it off your record. Until you get an expungement, that case will still be on your record. So if you go looking for a job or something, it's going to be there. And I will tell you, if it gets expunged, you don't have to mention it. You do not have to mention it on a job application. So that's the difference in a dismissal and an expungement. That is the difference. How binding are homeowners associations degrees? Right now, they're fairly binding, but a lot of states are enacting laws to tamp down a lot of the regulations. To tamp down a lot of the regulations that these homeowners will put on the residents. So they're binding, and they have a right to sue you and stuff like that and enforce certain things. Like if you don't pay a fee, hold on, let me shut this door because it's getting colder. If you don't pay a fee, then they will, they have the right to foreclose on you. So they have a right to foreclose on you and everything. So homeowners associations can be awful shitty. I don't particularly like them, but they can be a constant pain in your hiney. So you want to try to get along, and they're there to ensure conformity and things like that, and to make the place keep the place clean and tidy. Oh, if it's dismissed, you just need to dismiss. So your if you had a dismissal on a case that could make you lose your Second Amendment, just a dismissal would be enough, because the a lot of those regulations are written. Have you ever been convicted of? So a conviction. So if it was dismissed, then obviously there's no conviction. So that's the way that works. You don't necessarily need an expungement. Guys, we're getting good questions today. Thank you very much. We ain't got many people in the chat, but you are asking good questions today. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, guys. This is your show, fellas. Let's go. Let's go. This is your show, guys. Come on now. Share it out with your friends. If you ain't tapping, sharing, or following, you're freeloading. Guys, if you're on these other platforms, thank you. Tell your friends, guys, I'm going to be here in the evenings. I'm going to try to be here in the evenings with all three platforms. So share it out. Tell your friends. I'm going to put more YT content out there and let everybody know what I'm doing. You are tapping. Rita is getting it tonight. Thank you, guys. Oh, no, an expungement. Yeah, an expungement is guaranteed depending on your certain crimes are eligible for expungement. There are certain criteria. It's not a wishy-washy thing. There are certain criteria that will let you know if your crime is eligible for an expungement. So you would know that before you filed the papers. You would absolutely know if you're sorry about this. You would absolutely know that if you went to file for an expungement, because there's certain criteria that has to be met. And I do expungement. Well, so if you're looking to purchase that Second Amendment, it just depends. Yeah, you can always try. What's up?
Hi, Eugene.
By golly, I know you're working, and I honestly hate to bother you while you're working. I just wanted to let you know I talked to the adjuster today. So this is where we're at with this. Somehow those EOBs don't tell, and I can do this one of two ways. They looked at everything. The lady is ready to make an evaluation. She wants to. I think we're going to get everything we've asked for on this case. Okay.
Okay.
But what we need is those EOBs don't tell what service was performed. Like, it's almost like part of it was left out. I don't know if that was just a basic customer EOB, but if you go into your portal, they called them PIC codes, the service codes. There's
Okay.
there's no code at the very end where it says what was paid, what is owed. At the end, there's usually a code that shows exactly what was done on that particular day. And either we need those codes for the EOBs or the actual bills themselves, which show exactly what was done, because uh, and I think they've recognized that your surgery for your wrist is necessary, but in order for us to get those, we have to have those EOBs. She saw the note. I talked to this lady a long time today. She's very nice. We got a good adjuster, so she's very nice. And they're going to try to give you the difference in that second wrist. Which one was it? The left one that was injured previously?
Yes, it's had a plate in it.
Right.
From a shattered bone.
What was that? Was that another car wreck years ago?
No, it was my feeble attempt at roller skating.
Oh no! How old was you?
I was in my 20s.
Oh,
And to be honest, it wasn't my fault. There was a little girl that got tangled up with me, and I was trying not to fall on her, and I fell backwards and shattered.
well, I told her I felt it was several years ago, so we're in good.
Yes.
We're in good. Well, we're in good shape. We're in good shape there. So I think I can get you compensated through the surgeries, but I've got to have all of your original bills, which would be a pain in your ass probably. But if you've got a portal, or if you want to give me access to it, I can have Donna get all that information through your health insurance, because it was on your Blue Cross portal, I think.
Yes. Well, Blue Cross just changed all my portal information. I've got to go back in and set all of that up. I guess they've changed their portal in general. Everybody has to reset it up. So as soon as when I get a free minute, since with inclement weather coming, we're now all remote. So we're covering shifts for people that should be in office. So as soon as I'm able to get off and I can get it, sit down and actually take a second, look at my computer, I'll set it up and I'll start looking for those and get them sent over.
So I told the adjuster, she said, I've had this evaluated and I'm going to try to give you what you asked for. I think we asked for 48,000 or something. I can't remember. But whatever it is, I said, that makes the difference in a $15,000 claim and a almost $50,000 claim.
Right.
So I told her I would talk to you, and if we can get those, but those PIC codes are not on there, and so that she said I have to have that. She said I've got you evaluated, but in order to get you what you want, she got to have that. So I'll just leave that alone to you, and I won't bother you anymore. I just wanted to make sure that we was on the same page.
You are no bother. We're just in damage control mode right now at work, so I'm
all right.
Eyeballs and stuff, but I will get it taken care of, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have a little bit of spare time this weekend.
Well, if you can squeeze it, if we can squeeze it out, I'll get you some money in a week or so. All right.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you very much, and you have a good weekend. Try to stay warm.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, baby.
All right. Bye.
Nice lady, good car wreck, good family. She's from Tennessee. I have settled automobile accidents. An expungement I've done. So I'll answer that question. Someone wants to know what I charge on an expungement. Believe it or not, I have done about 4 expungements from people through TikTok. I'd have to really look at it first. The way this needs to go is, if you want to book a call, I'll look at your case to see, first off, if it's eligible. And then if it's eligible, I'll look at your state law and I see what's required, because every state is different on what they'll allow to be expunged and their process of expungement. So book a call. That's the first step. I'll look at it. But on an average, you're looking at anywhere between $600 and $900 for an expungement. It really does depend on, and I always give people good, fair price on that kind of work that I do. I've done several of them through TikTok, though. All right, somebody, Alexandra is coming strong with the pictures on here. Thank you, Alexandra. I appreciate it. Oh, Soon to be ex-husband is livid because you got half the pension. Oh, I'm gonna give you a golf clap on that pension. Yes. Oh my God. Oh, they ain't liking that. Good for you. Good for you. Half of the pension. You need to go out and celebrate. Rita, you need to celebrate, baby. He was married 36 years. So I will tell you, you really need to be vigilant when it comes to that quadro. The quadro is what allows you to get access to that pension. So you need to make sure if you're paying your lawyer and you've already paid them, you need to ask them to bird dog that quadro, because if you don't, that's going to hang you up. And do it now. Get that quadro done, get it signed, and get it locked in so you don't have to jack with it anymore. I have seen these things happen, and they always fall apart at the end. You get that agreement, you think you're going to get that money, and what happens is the company where the retirement goes through won't have the paperwork they need. It's called a quadro. And you need to fill that out, get that thing locked in so that way you don't look at 3 or 4 years from now and you have to recreate it. Don't do that. Get it done. Get it done now. Get your lawyer to do it. And that way you can rest. And then get out and have your good long bath and take you a drink, get out and get you an adult beverage. What does pension got to do with a divorce? What do you mean, Joe? I know, Joe, that wasn't a sincere question. I know you're just trying to be an ass. You get pension. If you've been married a long time and you got an investment, it's an investment. You get married and you've been married for a long time, you put an investment into that relationship. And when it goes apart, you get part of that investment. It's just like the house, Joe. Pension's just like a house. You get married, you put all that stuff together, you both of y'all work together, you build this asset, you get half of the house, you get half the pension. Or you get half of the growth of the pension while you is married. That's the way it works, Joe. Come on. Don't I sense a little anger in your question. A little sarcasm, maybe. Come on, Joe. Yeah, Joe. Come on. That's below you, Joe. You're better than that, Joe. Yeah, let's all have one and celebrate. Let's let's all have one and celebrate Rita's pension. I got you, Rita. I'm gonna give you another golf clap, baby. You probably earned every damn penny of that pension. He was probably sorry. His feet probably stank, and he didn't change his underwear regular. I'd say all of that, you deserve that pension. I would say all of that is worth it. Oh yeah, baby. 30 years by yourself. Yeah, man, that's hard to get back with somebody else. You've been back with somebody, you've been away from somebody that long. Hell yeah. Now I love my wife, but I'm gonna tell you, it'd be hard for me to jump in another relationship. Oh, I forgot about toenail clippings. Someone in the chat said toenail clippings. Yeah, boy. Now, you know what? I just had my daughter do my toenails last night. I went running yesterday. I did 5 miles yesterday, and the shoes I had, toenails were hurting. What kind of a prenuptial are you talking about? It said prenatal in my headphones. I'm guessing you're talking about a prenup. A prenup. A prenup is really nothing more than people getting ready, forecasting the end of the relationship. So, like division of the property, division of the assets, division of the kids are all important. So, a prenup is one of those things where both parties, and I'm a fan of a prenup. I used to think that I thought they were awkward, but the more I've been in the law business, the more I recognize that it's just like any business, okay, right? Um if you treat a marriage like you're starting a business, because you are basically starting a business, then the best thing you can do when you're starting a business is to plan for the end of the business. And I've written many business contracts, and the last one I wrote, I was really proud of the agreement and we put together. And I specifically put a couple clauses in there to anticipate the breakup of the business. We created a formula to valuate the business. So we had our valuation done on day one. We knew what our customers were. We knew what our product was. And so we developed a formula that both of us signed on to that would predict how much the business was going to be worth based on our product. And so a marriage is just the same way. You are anticipating the end of the marriage. And so if you've got particular things that you've come into the business with or the marriage, you'll want to carve those out and say, I'm keeping all of these things and list them. These are things that are mine. These are things that are yours. And in the event that we split up, this is what I want. Ask for some money. Ask to have health insurance. If you've got kids, ask for a certain amount of child support based on income. You want to be able to have these things based on certain assumptions, as much as you can put down. But mostly prenups are about existing properties. That's mostly what they are. It's about existing properties and how those things are going to be handled when you get a divorce. So I used to think it was really weird. And the weird part of it, why I always thought they were weird, is how do you broach that topic? How do you sit down with someone that you love? How do you sit down with someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with and say, hey, baby, I love you, but here, I got this document for you. I mean, how do you get to that conversation? I don't know. That would be weird for me to get to that conversation and say, hey, before we go any further, honey, I need you to look at this and then I need you to sign it. It makes it look like your relationship is transactional and instead of love. But the reality of it is, if both of y'all come into the marriage with equal footing and a lot of assets, you're going to want to do that. So, but I think it would be it's a tough conversation to begin. I, I think it would be awkward. I love you, baby, but here's a paper I want you to sign. I just wonder how that starts. I think it's a good. Thank you for that. I think it's a good. I think if you have a lot of stuff, it's a good thing. Yeah, I feel bad for you, baby, but you're getting paid now, Rita. My ex, and that is so that's a big deal, Miss Rita. So anytime you're in a relationship and if it's not balanced in the beginning, if one of you hold a whole lot more assets and the other one doesn't, and if one of you is really educated and the other one isn't, I I just think that that's not a good long-term relationship because there's always going to be, oh, thank you for the woo, got the galaxy. I haven't had a galaxy in a while. Thank you for that. Woohoo, got the galaxy. Someone breaking out the galaxy. If you're unequal footing in a relationship, that makes it rough from the beginning. If you're the one that's doing all the support, and there's no way, but I'm a traditional man. It doesn't bother me to support my wife. Now, I want my wife to work. I always wanted my wife to work, but not because of money, but just to get her out and get her out so where she feels productive. I think if you're not out of the house and you don't really have anything to feel productive over, it's just not good for the relationship either. Now, we had kids, so she stayed home a little bit and raised the kids, and that's fine. But I always like people to work, and I think in a relationship, it's healthy to have both parties working. I just think it's a good thing. Uh, but when you're unequal in the start of a relationship, it causes problems, you know? And if one of yous is really ugly and the other one is really pretty, that could cause you some problems in a relationship too. I think you both got to be about the same level of attractiveness, and you should have the same level of intelligence because that's just going to get tiresome. And you should be roughly have the same goals about raising a family and religion and all of that. You don't have to think alike, but you should be moving in the same direction. That's what a couple does. They get together and they grow together. So I think that's good, solid information there, guys. Thank you for that. What about while going to school? What about while going to school? Oh, got the old lady in here. Well, okay, Marianne, she's fronting me out. I can't hear your comment. So yeah, 18 months. Sorry. But she did stay home. But Marianne always worked. I liked her to work. God, she's sound like she's mad. Don't be mad. You're right. You didn't stay home and raise kids. That's correct. Yeah. I like people that work. My wife will tell you that. Oh my God, Marianne, I know I told everybody you worked. I get mad. Yeah, I told everybody. Yeah, her job, actually, Marianne's job put our kids through school, so it's good to work. She worked. Yeah, she is a saint to put up with me, but her job allowed our kids to go to school because she had a job at the college up here, and because she worked there, she got the benefit of a lot of the kids having free tuition. And so that was huge. That was huge. So everybody's been working. I didn't say that. I misspoke. Get out of here. No. I said you stayed home for little bits of time, but no, you worked most of the time we've been married. I might have misspoke. I speak so fast. I don't know what I say sometimes. Yeah, staying home, I just you think I'm smarter than everyone else? No, I don't think I'm smarter than everyone else if you say that in the chat. No, not smarter than everyone else. I know a lot though. So if that's your issue, if you think that, I'm sorry for you. Boy, I'm getting hate on YouTube. No, I don't think I'm smarter than anyone else, but I do know a lot. I spend a lot of time doing what I do. No, don't know. I don't think I'm smarter than everybody else, but I do know a lot. And if that bothers you, I do. Oh, I'm not going to apologize for it. If that bothers you, someone on what on the YT says that. Oh, user. Now I'm condescending. You're calling me names. Come on, user. Cut it out. Cut it out, user. Get you a name, user. Let people know who you are. I'm in trouble. No, I'm not in trouble. if I said she stayed home all the time, that was certainly a mistake because that's not true. It's a rough crowd. Thank you. Boy, I'm getting some hate. Oh, user. Love you, user. User on YT. I got some hate going on here at the YouTube. Thank you, user. Sorry, baby. Sorry you feel that way. Sorry. Sorry. Didn't mean to trigger you there. Yeah, there is something to that there. I guess if you was a lawyer and you didn't know much, that would be bad for your clients. I know a fair amount about a lot of things. Do I know everything? No, but I know a lot. I believe, and I'm going to say this for the user on the YouTube here. User on YouTube has told me I sound condescending and that I think I know a lot. I'm going to tell you something, user. I do know a lot, and it takes a lot of work. I've worked my ass off to know a lot. And if I don't know it, I'll try to find it. So my job is try to help people. This is Eugene.
Hello.
So user, sorry for you, man. I hate it that you feel that way. Hey Tim, you sent me a message. I normally don't respond to the messages on TikTok. I don't know what kind of message it is, Tim. Let me look and see. Tim, I don't know what kind of message. I am looking. Tim, I don't know where the message is, bud. I've looked. I got 3 devices going here. So, guys, thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. Did we have? Hold on. Let me look here and see. This Eugene? Okay, well, I'll have, well, I had one today. I did it at 1 o'clock. So I didn't see another one on there. All right, I'll holler at her. Yeah, I misspoke. I wasn't trying to throw any shade on you. Well, that's not what I meant. I meant you took care of the kids. And you did most all of that. That's true. So sorry. I got somebody on YouTube that's giving me grief. So, yeah, all right. Love you. Bye. Hey, Tina, give me a call, honey. What I'm saying is that you shouldn't have to carry a folder of documents with you, but you should have at least your papers. If you're going to walk around, have your damn papers. Sorry. If you're not from here and it's not easily identifiable, it's nice to have your papers. And that's the way it is with anything. I do a lot of work in the criminal area. And I tell my clients when they have criminal court, if they have a dismissal, get that order of dismissal and put it in your car. Because sometimes police don't know. They might have that bench warrant. It still might be active. So get all your shit and put it in a car. Get your proper documents that allow you to get out and walk around. I do it all the time with my criminal clients. All the time. If you've got an EPO on you and it's been dismissed, you get that dismissal. You get the dismissal of your court case and stick it in your glove box. So that way you know. I mean, it's just common sense. People get their panties in a wad about documentation. Well, you damn sure ought to have some documentation, particularly if you ain't here legally. If you are, then just carry your license around. Have you some driver's license? This Eugene.
Tina. To accept, press 1.
Hey, Tina.
Hey.
I am so sorry. I looked this one of the classes I had today was canceled. So when I went on to get it, I had 2 today and one was canceled and I did one and then one was canceled. So I do apologize.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to talk now, we'll let you talk. Now you don't say your name, don't tell me where you're at. If you want me to still talk to you about it, we can do that. And if it was canceled, I don't think it was. Or I think it was canceled. So that you won't have.
I waited for I was on there and I messaged you while I was waiting for the FaceTime meeting, but it just said that you just never picked up is all.
Well, normally when I don't log on, it will cancel and then you're not charged. But let's do it now. So
Okay.
is that fair enough?
Yeah, that's fine.
So was yours the issue with the well, give me the summary because I've read so much stuff today. Give me your
Greystar Management.
Oh yes.
Yep, I moved in there. I was only there I don't know, probably a few months or something like that. I don't remember how long. And it was just chaos from the beginning. But in the end, there was so much I got 2, I don't know what they call it, write-ups or something. She was like, no, it's not what it's called. And
well, they put that crazy language on to make you feel better about it. But you were like
But I never did anything. I never broke my lease or did anything like that. I never had my dog shit and I never picked it up. Nothing like that. I'm not one of those people. I'm a courteous person. But they are violating my rights. I went to law school here. I'm a law school dropout.
How many years did you go?
I only went for a couple years and I dropped out because I had a kid and I had to get a second job at the time.
I got you. So, what law school did you go to?
Remington, I think it's where I started.
Okay.
And they ended up shutting down, and so I went to 2 others after that. And online, I can't do online. I have to be in person.
Yeah, I don't like online either. So tell me what you think they actually did. So were you contracted? Were you a contract employee? Did you have a contract or were you hourly?
No, it was an apartment complex, Greystar management.
Oh, I thought you were working for them. You weren't working for them.
No, I work for myself. I retired from the corporate world back in December of 21. Oh, no.
Well, did you have a contract, a lease agreement?
Yes, I had a lease agreement, and many times I have it on video, and I would go in there and say, this is what's going on. Here's the proof. Here's the pictures. Here's the videos. I'm not tolerating it. I'm paying a lot of money to live here, so I'm not tolerating this behavior that is clearly in your contract that is not okay.
Right.
In your lease. And so I would go complain. They didn't like me complaining. And
oh yeah, these apartment complexes don't like you to complain. Yeah. They hate it.
Yeah, so she would try to give me write-ups, which two of them, with her signature, violate my federal rights. Not my state, my federal. So then it got to the point, and I have it on video, audio and video, complaining. And she goes, well, then just break the lease. We can just break the lease. But, so I'm like, okay, cool. That's when I talked to you, told you about that. And then she, so I sent her the email as you stated.
Yeah, we've talked before on this, right?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
I thought, okay, so now I'm remembering now. Okay, I fully remember now.
So you said that she verbally said, and it's on video recording, to break the lease, that is breaking the lease. So I left. I gave her my notice and email like you stated, asking when I'm going to get my deposit back.
Right.
She never responded. It was typical behavior.
Right.
And so she never responded. And then all of a sudden I got a text message saying that I have it on my credit report, $5,000 something. And mind you, I have perfect credit. So I'm like, what?
So did you dispute that? Did you dispute that entry with the documents that you have?
Who do I dispute it with?
The credit report. Yes, the credit report. So what you will do is, now you might have to do it with all three of them, all three of the major reporting. And that actually, they're quite good. So I've do a lot of credit work with bankruptcies and stuff. They're quite good at allowing. Now you can do it online, but I don't think online they have spots for you to upload. I haven't done this in a long, long time. I don't think they have spots where you can upload documents, but I would certainly send them a letter and dispute those particular actions against your credit and show exactly. I wouldn't bombard them with a lot of information, but just let them know if you've got any kind of a letter where that lady said. The problem is you don't have it in writing where she. It's the video. You've got the text though, correct? Where you told her you were leaving and they didn't say anything to you about leaving?
Yes.
Okay.
I do have that, but I mean, I don't think that they're going to
do
anything about that. Just because I say I'm leaving and they don't respond is not going
to. Well, no, they should have said something. They should have said no. They should have put you on notice that you would be violating your lease. They should have done that. It could have done that. Probably should have done it.
So is it possible that you could send a letter and say, hey, we have this stuff?
I don't mind it. I don't mind at all to send. I don't mind at all to draft a letter for you and do that. I don't care. Yeah. So where are you? Did you get a place now?
Yeah, I bought a house with I bought a 5-bed, 3-bath on 5.5 acres.
So let me go back to this disputed entry on your credit. Now they're not suing you for $5,000, are they?
Well, the text message says, hold on, this is what the text message says. It says,
well, they can't sue you through a text, so I wouldn't worry about that.
No. It says, that they're going to come after me some other way. They didn't specify. I'm assuming they're going to try to take me to court because I don't have income for them to take. I work for myself.
Well, hell, then they ain't going to do anything. Well, what are they going to do? Maybe try to get a judgment against you. Have you communicated with them where you live and all of that stuff?
No, I haven't talked to them.
Don't talk to them because they got to serve you, and they're probably not going to be able to do that. You know, they in
Yeah,
order
they,
in order for them to sue you, they have to properly serve you, and they're probably not ever going to be able to do that. And I'm not sure they're
yeah,
going.
they can't even get on my property to
And I'm not sure they're going to do that for $5,000. I just don't see how it.
Well, I still have perfect credit, and this is dinging my credit, and so I'm livid because I have perfect credit, and I want my perfect credit.
Well, what's your credit
So
score
I'm
now?
at a point where they're doing this, and they know it's wrong legally on both standpoints, but yet,
What's
sorry,
your
I lost my train of thought.
wait a minute, let's think about this. That's a practical matter. What's your credit score now?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't even looked, but I know it's done yet because
Well, blam it. You can't you got to know what it is first, because you got to know what it was 3 months ago or 6 months ago, because if you're going to sue them, first off,
yeah, I'll know what it is then because I just bought a house.
well, hold it. Wait a minute. Wait just a second. Let's back up the train. In order to, first off, I'm not sure it's going to be in your best interest. I don't know that you want to be able to sue them for a dip in your credit score. First off, you don't know how much it is. So find that out. You look at what your credit score was before they sent that letter to you, before that text. That's the point. Find out what it was then and then what it is now, because there might not be any difference, or it might be negligible, right? I mean, it just might not make a difference. It really might not. So, but I would check that to see, because right now you don't know, correct?
Correct.
So get yourself some information, find out exactly what it is. Then, once you know what it is, you got a decision. I'm not sure that you can sue them. I've never seen that kind of a lawsuit. You can sue anybody for anything, but I honestly don't think, if you're looking at about
It's not just that. I mean, I can prove harassment. I can prove the two federal rights that they violated on me. I mean,
how long's this been? This has been, yeah, this is.
A lot that I could prove, and I could prove that I never did anything wrong.
Well, this has been a while. This has been a while, right?
This is just September.
I thought you left since before then, because you and I talked some time back.
Yeah, we talked, I think, in August.
Yeah.
Either August or no, it was August or September.
Okay.
I moved right after that.
Okay.
Looking at houses.
Okay.
And then I moved shortly after that.
So.
Yeah, this house is just, and that's another thing, because this house, I'm pretty much just flipping it, and then I'm moving to Denver.
Okay, so that's just you're just in a short-term gig, right? That's a short-term.
Yeah, I plan on selling this within 1 to 2, maybe 3 years.
Oh, well, that to me seemed like a long time. So you're calling that short time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's look at this lawsuit. Now, you want to sue him for harassment and all that. See, but I don't think that's going to pay you any money. Those kind of lawsuits never turn out to where they're going to.
They I don't know. I think that the judges are sick and tired of Grace Star, to be honest with you.
Well, but that's not going to make you any money, right? You can sue them to prove a point, but that's not going to make you any money. The big thing about a lawsuit is that, and you probably know this, is you have to prove that you were damaged. And just merely being pissed off and upset and having your credit score dinged a little bit might not be enough. You got to prove that you suffered some type, and you got to be able to measure it, some type of economic loss. And what you're telling me at this point right now, I don't hear economic loss, except maybe you had to forfeit a deposit and all of that, moving expenses and all that might be economic loss. But I don't hear you telling me, or at least I don't hear it in what you're saying, is that you had any kind of an economic loss enough to sustain a lawsuit, because you're going to have to pay a lawyer for that lawsuit. You're going to have to pay somebody to do it. And
so what I was thinking is maybe you could send a letter, and
in that time frame, I'll also get it all together and send what I have and notate in there that I do have audio and video.
I can do
Send
that.
to the credit bureaus. And then when all that is said and done, the letter, and if I have to do the credit bureaus after the letter, then so be it. Then I will just take them to civil court myself after that.
Well, you
That's not a
can
problem.
certainly do that, but I will tell you, even when you take them whatever court you do, you got to be able to prove your economic loss.
Yeah.
And you're moving. If you were out moving
figured that out.
expenses, yeah. If you were out moving I'm just trying to give you some tips. If you were out moving expenses, if another deposit, electricity hookups, all of those are expenses that you wouldn't have had to have if they hadn't forced you out of the apartment, right? And it's clear because I remember, wasn't someone coming in your place?
So the maintenance man.
Yeah.
I had just moved in, and
Yeah.
I have a trained protection dog. Thank God. But I also, in the state of Colorado, I also have weapons too, because in the state of Colorado, we have a law called Make My Day.
Yeah.
And so my dog is my first defense. And so when the maintenance man walked into my apartment and I was sick, I was on the couch and I froze. I was like, what the heck? And I grabbed my dog because he perked up real quick. And he started coming because when you came in the apartment, it was a 3-bedroom apartment. So when you came in, you had to go down like 5 steps, maybe a little bit more, down a little short. It's like an entryway, but it's a wall. And then you have to come around that wall for me to see you. So I can't just see my front door. I have to go over there to see it.
Right.
And so he came past that wall, and as soon as I saw him, I let my dog go. He flew out the door so fast.
Yeah.
And then he never locked the door. Okay, mind you, he never locked the door. He didn't have time to lock the door because of my dog. And then I ran to the door because I have my weapon, and I ran to the door, and I'm like, who do you think you are coming in, what have you?
Right.
Of course, I said some choice words to him.
Yeah.
and then the manager sent me an email, which I still have, and this is what she said. Thank you for your understanding of his mistakes. I sent her email back, and I said, I didn't mention anything about me understanding a male coming into a single woman's apartment without.
Yeah. Well, they should give you notice. They should give you notice because I do remember now because yeah, they did that a couple of times. Didn't he come in a couple of times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and he's just thinking that he could do that, and I'm like, oh no.
So
I had to call my ex-husband, who is a big black man, to intimidate them.
Yeah.
So he went to the office, said, you come in the house again, you're going to get shot.
Yeah, right.
You're going to get.
You're going to get what you don't want. Right. Yeah.
It's because if I pull it, it's going to be to the end. I'm not going to just do it to hurt you.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, I got you. So let's do this. Get you some information. Look at those scores. Find out what you had about 6 months prior to any of this. You want about a 3 to 4 month before any of this shit happened. And then you'll want to look at your score right after she sent you that text. First off, it might not be on there. They just might be scaring shit out of you, right? They're trying to bully you.
Oh, no, I've got the text messages. It says on here.
Well.
And I've been getting a lot of phone calls. And I just thought it was all spam, so I was ignoring it. And then I got this text, and I was like, oh, hold on. Let me check something out. And I ended up blocking all the numbers. Where's it at? Okay. I want to tell you exactly. Oh, here it is. Hello, Tina. This is a reminder that your account from Retreat at Patriot Park is still past due. Contact Genesis, which is a credit person, at 888-469-0519 between 7 a.m. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or visit www.genesiscredit.com for resolution. This communication is an attempt to collect a debt or collect a debt by a debt collector.
Yeah.
And they have texted me twice, December 30th, January 15th.
Yeah, so,
numerous times, but no message.
Yeah, okay, but
if you leave a message and you call my phone, you get blocked.
Okay, well, that's fine. So do yourself look at your difference in your credit score. Just look at it. I mean, get yourself some information. If you want me to write a letter, I don't care. I don't mind to write a letter to them and let them
Yeah, I
know.
really would like you to write a letter because I think she thinks I'm full of shit when I said I contacted an attorney.
Well,
You're wrong.
I will send them a letter, and but I'll have to know all the particulars. I'll need to know who I'm sending it to, the date so take some notes there. I'll need to know the dates that you were there, the date that this incident occurred, that the all of the dates where this fella come into your apartment, and then when you sent them out the text that letting them know, or the conversation you had with the
Yeah.
person,
Mhm.
yeah, and then send me the email. Or well, what I'll do is I'll send you the letter, and then you want me to send it out to them and put it. I guess I'll send it out to them, put it on my letterhead and stuff. So I'll do all that. But I need
Yes.
that. I need that documentation so I can do it. And I will. And then maybe you can send me a copy of the camera where they came in, a video. If you've got a copy of that,
Okay.
maybe you can send it to me, and then I'll
Mhm.
put it on I'll burn it onto a thumb
Alright.
drive and send it to them. Okay.
No problem.
And I'll write the letter and we'll see. If you get that stuff to me, I could probably put that letter together it'd probably take me a couple hours, $150 to do the letter. Well, it won't be a big deal if that's something you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
All right. So
That's
get
not a
me that,
problem. It won't be until like Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
well, that's okay. So the way I operate is if whenever you want me to do it, you've got my phone number, you can text me, and then do you have my email? It's on my profile. Go to my profile and look at it on my social media
okay.
stuff. It's
That would
there.
be easier. Yeah.
Yeah, send me an email, and then we'll communicate there, and I'll tell you how you can pay me, and we'll get all that done.
No problem.
All right. Well, I'm sorry you went through it. I'm sorry.
Your hair looks good today, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm sorry you're going through this, but I'm glad you're on the other side. So
Yeah, it's nice having 5 acres and peace and quiet.
oh yeah.
So you can see all the stars.
And you're in Colorado?
Colorado. Yep.
Oh, be damned. Okay, cool.
I am from the Springs, Colorado Springs. We call it the Springs, the natives do, but
Yeah.
Colorado Springs. But right now, I own a farm.
Okay.
In between Pueblo and the Springs, in Fountain.
All right.
On the west side.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it sounds like you've gone through their side. So let me know, and I'll just wait for you to holler at me, and we'll get this done. Okay.
Sounds good. I appreciate it, Eugene. You have a good day.
And I'm sorry for the mix-up.
It's okay.
All right, baby.
Gotcha.
You be good.
Thanks.
Huh. Yeah, I remembered her. She maintenance guy was coming in on her. This is not unusual. You got these guys, and there's you got these guys that come in, these apartment buildings, particularly with these single ladies, and they're just predators, to be plain and simple. They're predators. And some of these maintenance guys, and I apologize if any of y'all are maintenance people looking in on me tonight, but they're predators and they're not nice. So she had to leave. Dude come in on her a couple of times. And ain't nobody got time for that, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't want somebody. Now, landlords have a right to go into your place, right? But there's a lot of rules when it goes to that. It should be, you always have a lease agreement. They should give you 24 hours notice to come into your house for anything unless there's an emergency. If there's a busted pipe or something like that, or if the law has been called, then that's not what we're talking about here. this dude had been coming in on her a couple of times, and you can't tolerate shit like that. That's I always advise people put up on them little nanny cams in your house, so that way you know exactly what's been going on. But that's supposed to give you notice, like when they spray for bugs and all that kind of stuff. But all that stuff should be spelled out. And if you're living somewhere where the landlord's doing that, a lot of times, and the maintenance guys do that, particularly if you're a single person. Yeah, they're just scummy. They're predators. No, Renee, I'm not hearing the comments from TikTok. I hear them from YT and FB, but I can see them. I'm monitoring them this way. I'm seeing them. Sorry, Renee. Thank you. And if you're someone in the chat here, your job wants you to do illegal stuff, make a record. Make a record. If you're in a work situation and you think that the boss or the company is asking you to do something that is illegal, first off, make a record. Don't do anything illegal, because you're the one that's going to go to jail. But if you think it's just improper or it's going against company policy, no, we're good. The mod's fine. We'll be all right. I know. I can see the comments. I don't need that. We're good. So you do something illegal, you're the one's going to take the heat for it. But if you're in a workplace situation, you need to document everything. If you feel that, um, you're being asked to do something that's improper, you need to make a record of that. Make a record. What's up, guys? Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That maintenance guy probably was trying to. I mean, it's slimy behavior. I mean, who knows? I don't know what that means. You work in healthcare and they are wanting you to move residents with, I don't know what that means. Whole your life alone. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, but it sounds bad. You don't do anything. Don't compromise your professional credentials. Anytime someone's trying to get you to do something that's putting your credentials at risk, document it and then just say no. You understand, when you say no, when you tell your employer that you're not going to do something they ask you to do, you run the risk of losing your job. So you got to document it. Make sure you document it. Then if you lose your job, it makes a lawsuit a whole lot easier to do something with. You're trying to explain it to me, but it's still not making any sense the way that I read it. It's not making any sense. Sorry. But I don't really need to know exactly what you're saying here. But I guess and it's Amy. Sorry, Amy. The the issue is, Amy, that if you're doing something that feels like it's going to compromise your credentials or your license, make a record of it. The request should be in writing. Make sure they make the request in writing, and then simply decline and don't do it. You should never do anything that's going to Yeah, document it. Yeah, Amy, that's what you do, baby. Document it. You should never do anything because you're the one that's going to get in trouble. Right? If you do something and you feel like, based on your training and your education, that it's wrong, then don't do it because you're the one that's going to get in trouble. It ain't going to be the company. It ain't going to be your supervisor, because your supervisor's going to say, I didn't tell them to do that. I don't know where the hell they got that idea. So, yeah, make sure. Uh, what's my favorite kind of cases to do? Oh no, they're not gonna make. Yeah, that's true. I said that. I said make sure they give it to you in writing. if if they're asking you to do something that's a little suspect, they ain't putting it in writing, and that is absolutely true. Um, and that's okay. If they're not willing to put it in writing, I just ignore it and act like it never happened. If they ain't going to put it in writing, then I wouldn't do it for sure. Uh, what kind of cases I like? Well, as a matter of economics, I like automobile accidents. Now, I do automobile accidents. I've settled automobile accidents in 16 different states. I like automobile accidents. If you've had an accident and you were hurt, and there was insurance, and if it wasn't your fault, I can do that case for 20%. Right? I do that for all my social media referrals. Whenever I get a referral from social media, I work that case for 20%. But now I like those because they bring in, they help keep the wheels churning. They help keep the bus moving. But if you're asking me what kind of cases I like to do, um, I like criminal cases. I like them. I prosecuted for 16 years, and I like criminal defense work. So those are the ones I just like them. I enjoy it. So car wrecks, automobile accidents, just because it makes money, and I know how to do it, and I'm fairly good at it. But if what I enjoy doing, criminal cases, I like them. I loved prosecuting; it was fun. So, um, and every now and then, when I get a good civil case, I truly enjoy it. I've had in now my legal career. I became a lawyer in 2000. So in my short legal career, I've had 3 really good cases that I liked, that I personally enjoyed doing and helping the person. One of them in particular was a wonderful case. I worked it, got my client a fair amount of money, and I made a difference in the culture of the company that messed with my client. So those are always good cases. When a lawyer gets a case where he can help his client and make a difference in the culture or the way a business does their business, that's a good case because everybody wins. The lawyer wins, the client wins, and overall in that particular little environment is better. So those are the best cases. So that's kind of what I do. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I don't know. I think those are the, Andy. I think those are the best cases, and everybody. The only people that ain't happy are the businesses that you sue or you threaten to sue, and that's probably true. They ain't happy, but it makes the world in that particular little environment better, and you can really have sustained. You can make a sustained difference in something. And it's kind of cool when you have a case as a lawyer and it makes a big difference, a long-term difference. And so that's always fun. I enjoy making a difference. Uh Somebody wants to know what's my thoughts on public defenders. I like public defenders. Now, a lot of people don't like them, but they're good lawyers. And this is true from my perspective. Public defenders are some of the best trained lawyers you'll ever see in criminal cases. They're very well trained. They, by and large, have a fair amount of experience. The problem with public defenders are they're swamped. They don't have the time to do the kind of things that I like doing, really meeting my client, talking to them, developing a good relationship with them, and really feeling like I'm helping. Public defenders, in large part, are processors. They process cases. They don't get a chance to sit down and really talk to their client and know who they are and all that. Because most of the time they're dealing with piddly shit, little piddly misdemeanor stuff. Most of the time, that's what public defenders are doing. They're spending their time just working in little piddly um, bullshit cases, but they're very well trained, and I would not hesitate for 1 second to get a public defender if that's all that I could get. You should never go to court alone on a criminal case. You should never go to court alone. It's a bad idea. The outcome is always not going to be as good as you wanted it to be. So you should always protect yourself with a lawyer, always. Always protect yourself. What's up, someone? Steve. What's up, Steve? I'm all right, Steve. How you doing, my brother? Guys, Lawyer DJ. I don't know who the hell you talking about, buddy. Lawyer DJ. Don't know who you are. Guys, you can ask a question if you're looking in on me. Guys, if you're looking in on me on FB or TT, won't you give me a shout out and let me know you're in the house? I take comments. It's always better. And I will tell you, I've had a couple people on the YT page. One thing's different with the YT is that you can actually ask a good question. You can put some facts in it, and it ain't like these other platforms where you don't have as much time to type. You don't have enough space. You got time, but you ain't got space to to ask a good, thoughtful question. So I do appreciate that about the YouTube. The YouTube. I don't know how much snow I'm expecting. I don't. I know disc jockey. Okay, that's what you meant, disc jockey lawyer. I don't even know what you mean by that, but yeah, I guess. Oh, thank you, Renee. So you jumped over to you jumped over Renee. Thanks, Renee. Yeah. When I'm doing a multi-stream, I'm able to read some of the comments, but even when I have them coming through my ears, I'm not able to respond to everybody's comment. So I'm not hearing them, but I'm hearing them on these other two platforms, but I'm not hearing them on the TT. Oh, a family member. Come on, Amber. It's been below zero in Chicago. Yeah, I got it. My daughter Anna had to get her boyfriend's truck. He had a flat, so getting him tires on his truck and everything, getting it all fixed up. So she had to get it, and while she was out, she went and brought me back some provisions. I needed a bottle of honey, a loaf of bread, and and a box of Ale 8, some soda. So unless the electricity goes off, I'm gonna be set up because I got some grapes, I got some pears, I got some bread, and as long as I have a connection, and I plan on if the weather gets bad, I'll just sit right here and we'll all just have this little party. I can turn on, guys. What do you think? So if it gets real late, we'll turn us on some lights and we'll have us a little party. How about that? What do you think? That, that, that. I don't know if I like that. That's a little much. I don't like that. Don't like that either. I think I like the twinkly lights. I think I'll keep twinkly lights on. Oh, no, my wife is okay. She's not mad. I just talked to her a minute ago. She's not mad. Yeah, she might kick my ass out. But that's okay. That would suck. That would suck. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, she. Or got one out on me. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, guys. Guys, you can share the love, share the live, and share the love. Or I should say, share the live and spread the love. Yeah, comments. The comments I've got, I'm reading the comments on my TT platform, which is why I'm not listening to I'm not reading all the comments. I'm trying to spot check them. If you really want your comments, and I'm transitioning over to the YT platform and the FB, those comments will come through my headphones the way they normally do on my TT. But my TT is not catching them all the time. But I am reading comments, so I'm reading them. I can't read them all, but you know what? I was talking to the lady that produces a lot of my stuff today, and I told her the difference. What's up, Rita? I told her the difference when I'm trying to really get a feel for this for YouTube and Facebook live events. And I said, I feel like I have to respond to everybody's comment. And she said, you got to stop that. I said, she said, a lot of these creators that have hundreds of people in their lives do not respond to hardly anything. And I said, well, I can't do that. She said, just do what you're doing, because I showed her my setup. She said, that's perfect. I said, you don't have to respond to everybody's question. And everybody here knows me. If you've got a real question, you got to keep asking it, 2 or 3 times if I don't see it. And I try to monitor this since when I'm live on all 3 platforms, I try to monitor it. And yeah, the lights, yeah, they're a little different. So I try to monitor them. And so that way, I can get your questions, but it's not as spontaneous as it was, but now I'm going to be on TT exclusively more often than I'm on the all 3 platforms. But I am going to be more often on YouTube and Facebook. So thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. What's up, Magnum? How you doing, my brother? But I can tell it's gotten cold here. It's cold, 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 cold. On Facebook, it's my name. If you're trying to find me on FB, it's my name. If you go to my link here on TT, you go to my profile, click on my profile, and you'll see all of my social media icons. They're all there. That's the easiest way to find them. Click on my picture, you'll see all of my social media icons. All of them. FB, IG, and YT. They're all there. Thank you very much for that, guys, for the subscription. Miss Rita. Rita. I got a bunch of people just like Rita. Thank you, Rita, for the subscription, guys. And if you subscribe, it's $9 a month, but you get a lot of extra content. And we're going to roll out this counseling thing, and I'm going to do some different stuff for this counseling program, even for the subscribers. So, but right now, this counseling platform. What's up, Anna Bob? Anna Bob is in here. Anna's in the chat. Anna brought me some provisions. Her and Chris brought me some provisions. So my FB and the YT, if you go to my profile on TT, you'll see all that. So show it some love, guys. I'm trying to build up my YT account. I'm trying to build up that account. So help me out, guys. Get some of those videos down and watch them. That helps me. What's up, Bob? Thank you very much for that, Rita. What's up, Denise? She is on. Denise is on my YT channel. Thank you, Denise. We're trying to get it. I appreciate it. But there is a lot more way, if you've got a real question, you really want to make sure I get it. That's the way to do it right now. Yeah, you can write a longer message on YT. Yeah, you can. Okay, and on FB. Now, I don't know how FB works. I don't know what the messaging is like there, but I know on YT you can type a damn paragraph. So keep tapping, guys. Let's go. Let's all push the boat in the same direction. We push it in the same direction, we'll all be good. Thank you, Denise. Yeah, it's a little bit of a chore, isn't it? Yeah, so I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. So I'm doing all three of these. It doesn't matter to me which one you pick. I'm just trying to build my YouTube presence. I know a lot of people, I like TT, but now I will tell you in all honesty, when I scroll YT, it's the same. Um, it's people doing whatever they do. It's the same kind of content. Now, I will say I'm the only one that I see doing what I do on this platform. Yeah, when I'm on this platform, when I'm on my restream, I can only hear the comments from those two. Uh, but I can read them. I can see them. So I'm seeing them, and if I have a good question. Oh, Insta Bob. Yeah, Bob. Thank you, Denise. That means a lot to me. It does. It really does. I appreciate that. Anna was my Instacart today. Only we call her Insta Bob. She brought my stuff and got enough provisions to where I can hunker down. If it gets down as cold as they say it's going to do, I ain't sticking my head out the window. I ain't sticking my head out the door. I hope to hell it don't get that cold because I hate being cold. But I'm gonna be hunkering down in the living room. You're staying with Allie tonight? So where's Allie? Allie going somewhere tomorrow? Anna's telling me Allie's going somewhere tomorrow. Well, they say it's going to be cold. I don't know. It's cold now. So tomorrow, oh, it's K Rob. I didn't see K Rob. Is K Rob in the house? Oh, I see him now, K Rob. I'm just now identifying your icon, K Rob. I didn't see it. Okay. Okay, I see it now, K Rob. I was looking for your icon. No, that's not it. I thought I had your Uh, 12 degrees. Oh, 8 degrees in Columbus. Damn, that's just too cold, guys. I hate it. I would not be here if I could organize my legal schedule a little better. But sometimes when you, I don't know if I'll be here late tonight. Someone wants to know if I'll be here late. I don't know if I will. Yeah, it's too damn cold. Where's his icon at? I don't see it. Uh-oh. I'm about ready to screw something up here. It's tough being visually impaired. What's up? What's up, knucklehead? What you doing, knucklehead? He's waving to me. Hey, knucklehead. Who is that? Is that Grana? Where are you at?
In the living room.
Oh, okay. The orientation looked a little different. Okay, I see.
Yeah, great.
Hey, buddy.
Say hi, Poppy.
You're the best. Where are the other ones at?
Getting their stuff together, getting ready to leave.
Where you going?
Tennessee.
You already rented the car already?
Yeah, got a Outlander.
Well, that'll eat you up in gas.
It actually gets 31 miles per gallon.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is it a hybrid?
What?
Is it a hybrid?
I think so. It's a Mitsubishi Outlander.
Yeah. Very good.
So.
So is he passed already?
No, he was actually up this morning drinking Diet Coke. And I guess they slowed down the morphine, but they did let him go home.
To pass away?
Yeah.
So he got hospice care?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess he said he wanted to go to the house. He didn't want to be in a hospital.
I guess. Well, that sucks.
So we're not going to EJ's mom's. We're going straight to Mimi's, and then spending the night there, and then leaving out Sunday morning.
And so if this is going to be the last little visit, so if he passes, it's not going to be a big deal?
Yeah, he said he's still terminal. He's not going to get any better, but it's not as fast as they thought it was going to be.
Okay. Well, good. Well, I guess that's good. I hate to say good, but
yeah.
That's why I did Uncle Ed. You know, we went up to Uncle Ed while he was getting ready to pass, and we went up. You didn't go with us. I think Anna went with us on that one.
Yeah, I was living in hospital.
Yeah, we went up and visited with him, and I was happy I got to see him because he passed a couple of months after that.
That's why EJ, he's been talking and he's alert, though.
Yeah.
Let the kids see him.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured that'd be better than taking them to a funeral.
Yeah, and you can control this situation better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say your piece, and
yeah.
And then you can. That's the best way to do it. So remember that when that happens to me, y'all say your piece, and
the kids will be missing school that day too.
That's
what mom said. You let them miss school? I said, well, when you all die, I'm going to do the same thing.
I ain't dying. Did you not? Did you?
Me out. Why ain't this kid
did you not get the message?
Yeah, what's it called? Bionic.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, what was that Robin Williams movie? That was very sad.
That was what was it?
Bicentennial Man. It was very sad.
She said, "How you make a hanky dance?"
Yeah. I
It was the morning part.
was that was a very sad movie.
Yeah, we'll get there about I say 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning.
You like my setup here? Have my
We're doing the Christmas lights. You know, you can't do that after the 31st.
the hell I can't.
It's like those mansions out on the beach. All of them are still decorated for Christmas. I told Mom that's a red flag of a giveaway that I don't live in this house.
I know.
Now that's just saying, come on in. We're still decorated for Christmas.
How late am I staying tonight? Somebody wants to know. I don't really know. What time is it now? I don't even know what time it
Did
is.
you pack underwear? It is 6:38.
I'll probably be on for another half hour. I'm going to shut it down about 7 o'clock and then rest. I've got some exercising and stretching. Tomorrow morning, though, I'm going to be here just on my TT machine and I'm going to do a little bit of elliptical work. I'm going to work out for about 90 minutes in the morning.
Did Mom tell you about the rental car? I had to pay for it. It was $240, which for 3 days, that's not bad. But then we get there, and I had it in EJ's name. Well, when I checked out, it said debit card or credit card for the security deposits, and they never tell you how much it is. So I said debit card because we have money. EJ don't have credit card.
You never use a debit card.
Well, it gave me the option. So when I went to go do the hold, the lady at the counter
I
said,
just
"No, we
told
don't
people
do-"
on here to
Yeah.
not do debit.
Well, he don't have a credit card.
Well, okay.
So we did debit. We get to the counter. She said, "No, you can't use debit as an option if you're not flying." I said, "What's it got to do with flying?"
That's
said-
stupid.
It made no sense. So I had to switch the reservation into my name. Had to pay an extra $10 to add me to the reservation. And then guess how much they hold your credit card?
10 days?
No, guess what? Like the amount they take off of
Oh.
it. $450.
Well, you damn well better bring it back in time and in good
But
shape.
that's after paying for the reservation in full.
Well, what was the rationale for that?
That is their policy. They said they don't say that because I booked through Priceline. She said they don't tell you all the policies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, God, it costs $900 just to travel.
Well, but you
3
get it
days.
back. It ain't $900. You get it back. What's the terms? Like, did you get the extra insurance?
No, we got full coverage on Geico.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I would pay an extra $18 a day for insurance I don't need.
Okay.
That's like if your car gets stolen. I don't think it's going to get stolen in one day.
Yeah, I hope not.
Not where we're going.
All right. So when are you all leaving?
Getting ready to head out.
Your mommy's staying there at the house?
No, Mom's getting ready to go back. I gave her some returns to Gabe so she can go shopping.
Oh,
And
joy.
some credit.
Oh, she gets to spend it?
Yeah, I told her she can have it.
All right, Carter,
I knucklehead.
behave yourself, Wienerhead. All right, I love you. Where's my Miss Millie?
Really? Look.
I love my big girl.
And I love you.
All
Got
right,
them all in hoodies. They haven't seen warm clothes in 2 years.
all right.
Got it with Carter's stuff fairly.
Oh, it's gonna be cold as shit where you're going.
He's got a puffer jacket, some pants. That's what I told that lady. And then she tried to put me in a mid-size SUV.
Yeah.
When I paid for a full-size SUV.
Yeah, they do that. They're bad to do that.
Yeah, she said you have a Mazda. And when I heard Mazda, I said, well, no, I had a full-size SUV. She said, it's the same.
No, it ain't.
So I walked out there. I said, honey, this is the same size as the vehicle I have. I said, that's not what I paid for.
That's
And then
right.
she put us in the Outlander.
Yeah.
I can put you. She didn't offer the Outlander. She said I can put you in a van for $10 extra.
No.
I said, well, no. How about you give me what I paid for?
That's right.
And then she gave us the Outlander.
All right.
Like surprise, I had one hiding.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. I love
I
you.
love you.
Be careful, please.
We will. Got
All
my
right.
glasses on. I can see.
I know. All right, guys. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Sorry, guys. I'm back. I'm back, guys. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. the compliment. I thank you. What do you not expect? Yeah, they're always trying to do the switcheroo when you go do a rental. It always bothers me because they always try to put you in something that you never asked for. Yeah, yeah. Elizabeth has she has a unique talent. Let's say it that way. But she does a good job. She takes her part. I'm yeah. Elizabeth has gone full circle in her life so far. But she takes her part, which I don't mind. She takes her part, but sometimes she don't listen first, right? You need to listen first. And she has a hard time of listening first and then reacting. But my it's kind of the way that I was when I was younger. Um, I run my mouth first, and then I used to think about it. As I've gotten older, I've learned to think before I run my mouth. And Elizabeth has managed to learn that skill. She's learning how to listen first. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, anybody got there's nothing fancy going on. You all are not generating any talking. Everybody's quiet. The top of my head gets these little sores on them and they hurt. They itch. Come on, guys. Tap, share, follow, follow, follow. I'm still looking around for a platform that I can mix all three of these voices and it'll go through right now. There is there's some kind of a interface that I can use that might merge all three of my platforms into one where I can hear it, but I just don't know if I want to try something different. Uh, I'm doing well to do what I do. It's been a productive day, guys, so far. Found me a lawyer for Tennessee. So February 1st is my date. If I don't have what I need by February 1st, I'm going to switch to this other lawyer, let him take those two cases I've got. And then I'm giving up a lot of my fee but it will give me some security. I'll know that my clients are took care of. And that's okay. Come on, guys. Tap, share, follow. I don't know how many people are on here. I can never really tell how many people is on these other platforms. I don't think there's no way for me to know. I just wait for the questions to come through. Thank you, guys. Oh, I've got two Tennessee. Um, they're automobile accidents. Actually, I have three in Tennessee, and one of them, the adjuster is getting a little bit cantankerous and um, not really working with me the way that I would like or the way that I would have hoped. And so I had to involve another lawyer. And anytime you do that, you get to split your fee, which is so it sucks. Um, my Pennsylvania stuff, yeah, it's being worked on now. So hopefully I'll get that done in another month or so. The case I have in Pennsylvania, I'm not even going to try to settle it till maybe April. One of the kids turns 18 in July, so I think I might wait till July actually. Yeah, Donna and Marianne did a lot of work with the application. Now Donna's doing some more work on it. So hopefully I'll, and then I have to pay a fee. You know, they want you to pay a fee. So you have to pay I have to pay a 1,200 or $1,500 fee to get admitted. Mm-hmm. Oh, I found something even better for me right here. Okay, cool. I see the comments as they pop up. I found another trick. Come on, guys. Let's get it going. Get it going. Get it going. I'm always hesitant. I would love to play some music, but when I play music, YT don't like it. You can't play music on a stream with YT like you can on TT. They don't like it. They will flag you and shut you down. So that sucks. Thank you guys for joining. Drop in, guys. Listen, I've said it before. I've said it once already today. I do a lot of stuff. Mostly what I do here is help people get their rear ends out of a crack. And I do automobile accidents. I do some personal injury with the Mark Lanier Law Firm. If you've been diagnosed with some type of asbestos related cancer, we can help you. We absolutely can help you get every penny that you're entitled to get. If you've been damaged or injured by rock dust. If you've worked in a industry where there's a lot of rock dust, we can help you. There's a condition called silicosis, and it's mostly by people who have been exposed to rock dust over a long period of time. We can help you. Take a look at his page. Take a look at Mark Lanier's page. And if you ain't impressed, you don't have a pulse. I'll tell you that. And we're also helping individuals who've been taking Wegovy or Ozempic. If you've been taking those two medications and you've been taking those two medications and notice that your vision has suddenly not done so well, we can help you with that. So you can call me. You don't have to book a call. You can call me if you have been diagnosed with mesothelioma or any other asbestos-related cancer. If you've been diagnosed with silicosis or you know somebody, we can help you. And if you know anybody that's been diagnosed with Nion because of the exposure to Wegovy or Ozempic, we would love to help you. We would love to help you. So, guys, let's get it on. A lot of people scrolling through and nobody is stopping. And no comments. That is weird to me. There are no comments on my page here. So that is weird. No comments in a while. Looks like they're being filtered. A lot of these comments look like they're being filtered. So I don't know. Oh, you're all froze. Yeah, I guess so. Everybody's too damn cold. Too damn cold. It's cold. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah is too cold. It is funny. For waiting for the ice storm, man. Yeah. I mean, it is cold. It's already cold. I get these and they're skin cancers at the top of my head, and they itch, they flake. They're the basal cell kind, but they flake, and then they itch. Now, I'd take cold over heat? No way, buddy. No way, my brother. I'll take 110-degree heat any day over this cold ass weather. Any day. Because in my way of thinking, it's a whole lot easier to take clothes off than it is to put clothes on. Yeah, you said that once before, Alexandra. 5 degrees where you live? Oh my God. 5 degrees? No, man. No. Give me 110-degree weather any day. You can always take clothes off and find a little bit of water to sit in if you need to. When you're cold, you can't move. I don't mind sweating. I'm with Amber on this one. I am with Amber on that. Except, is it Amber? No, it's not Amber. whoever it is, let me look and see. 5 degrees. Yeah. Oh, mysterious. I'm sorry. I thought you were Amber. Someone from here getting down to -1. No, no, that's when you need to cuddle up with a real good electric blanket. Get you. My mother. I remember the first time I ever saw electric blanket. We had real. Um, Now I've said it. I've said it here before. We lived in houses that were really bad. Uh, we lived in houses that didn't have much heat, maybe some coal, but it's very bad. In the wintertime, it was really bad, like really cold. And my daddy and mother would hang up big, heavy quilts in the doorways. And there for a little bit, we would all sleep in the living room because everything else would be quilted off. And we had the fireplace. And my mother bought an electric blanket and we slept underneath it. And I'm sure they've come a long way since that was about maybe in 1977 or 78. So the electric blankets have probably gotten better, but this one had little wires running through it. And them wires would flat burn your ass up if you got close to one of them. Yeah. And so they had these little ridges, these little wires that run right through the blanket, and it would scorch you. So I've got an electric heating pad to put on my back or actually, I put it on my rear end. Oh, snow blowing in the cracks. Yeah. Yeah. Hello there. Who is this? Mariah. Thank you, Mariah. Appreciate it. I am in Kentucky. I am in Kentucky. Kentucky, Kentucky. Hunkered down. Yeah. I know my heat pump is on, and of course, we heat with electric. And I've always heard once it gets down, hey there. I've always heard once it gets down below 20, you need to turn your heat pump off and turn your emergency heat on because the heat pump don't do you no good. And I'm thinking I'm about ready to do that tonight. I think I'll turn my emergency heat on. And but that's what I've always been told is that once it gets a certain level of cold outside, the heat pumps really don't work. So I'm getting ready to turn this one on to about 72 degrees and turn the heat pump off and leave it alone. Yeah, I mean, I've been told that by many people. Someone wants to know. Terry. Yeah, Terry. I think that's the kind of rule of thumb. A lot of people might know more in the chat, but uh, if you have a little area of expertise, let me know if I'm incorrect on that. But once it gets down below around 20 and even colder, you turn that emergency heat on And so, because that heat pump will work all night long. Once it gets a certain degree, it can't, because the heat pump takes air from the outside and warms it up and throws it back in the house. Once it goes through those coils and then comes back through your house. And if it's so cold out, it can't warm up the outside air enough. Yeah. But that's what I've been told. The problem with that is when you run that emergency heat, you can see your electric bill spinning. But I'm at the point in my life, I want to be comfortable. If I have to pay a little extra on my heat bill, I'm okay with that. I want to be comfortable. Don't want to be cold. So, oh yeah, I've got a button on the thermostat. Well, I have to cycle it through. It tells me if I'm on emergency heat or regular heat. So I just turn it on emergency heat. In 78 here in our area, we had a really bad winter. Let me see, when was that? The 77 flood was around here. That was a big epic event. And 1976 was a really bad winter. So we had this really bad winter where there was a lot of snow. And then we transitioned into the spring and we had a shit ton of rain. So if you look up, do a Google search, do the 77 flood in Appalachia, and you'll see some devastating pictures. It was really horrible for a lot of people. No, I don't remember the blizzard of 78. No, I don't remember that. But the 77 flood was really bad here in our part of the country. It was one of those events. If someone is my age or older, then they certainly remember it. Now, I lived in Martin County that time. I wasn't living in Pike County. But even where I lived in Martin County, the creeks got up real bad and we had to evacuate our house, and we had to go up on the hillside because we thought the water was going to take our house. Luckily, it did not. But a lot of people lost their homes and everything. It was bad. It was bad. You're scared. I don't know what you should do. If you're scared, I don't know what you should do. Someone says they're scared. Just hunker down, man. It'll be over. Are you from the mountains here, Rita? I forgot, Rita. Are you from around here? You said you remember the 77 flood. Dark Brandon. Dark Brandon. Oh, Hickory, North Carolina. I thought you were saying you remembered the 77 flood. I don't remember that. I didn't know it was up in North Carolina. Well, guys, I am going to call it an afternoon. I'm tired. Born in 64. Guys, in the mornings now, in the mornings, I'm going to be here, not here, but I'll be in there. I don't know what I'll do to cook breakfast, but I'm going to come in here and get on my treadmill in the morning or my elliptical in the morning, but I probably will sleep in a little bit. And, sleep in a little bit and maybe make some eggs or something. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll get here on the TT machine and try to have some fun. Elizabeth is going out. They're going out to Knoxville. Thank you, Alexandra. And thank you, Alexandra, for stepping in. You and is Renee on here? I don't know if Renee is here or not. I never know where my moderators are listed. I've never been able to tell who's moderating or where I can see them at. So I'll figure that out later. But thank you for helping me. Ah, yes, Renee. Thank you. Renee, Alexandra. Yeah, Elizabeth is they're going to Knoxville tonight. So EJ, her fiance's the fella that helped raise EJ, Elizabeth's fiance, is not doing well. So they're going to go up and see him and spend some time with him for a couple of days. So she's going up that way. So let's all say a prayer for Elizabeth. Safe travels. Oh, I'm feeling okay. I'm just tired. Oh, I'm feeling great. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm gonna go in there probably and exercise a little bit, to be honest. Uh, I'm going to do some squats and some push-ups and try to stretch out and relax a little bit. Today's been a long day. Give her a holler. Tell her to give me a holler. It is right. Give me a holler. I tell that to people, and it's funny that you said that, Alexandra. When I talk to people on the phone, I just talk to people the way that I talk to you all right now. I talk the same. Like you all hear me. So when I'm talking to an adjuster or something, I'll say, well, give me a holler, if you want something. I don't think they know. I don't think they know what that means. Like, give me a holler. Or I'll say, holler at me. Holler at me if you need anything. And I don't think people know what that means. It's always funny. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Listen, and if life and law collide in your world and you don't know what to do and you ain't got nowhere to go and you ain't got nobody to turn to, what are you supposed to do? Thank you, Alexandra. What are you supposed to do, fellas? You got two options. You can book a call and you can book a damn call. Thank you, Renee. Give me a holler and book a call. Renee got the daily double. I don't think it's going to snow here, to be honest, in our part of the world here. I think this is my prediction. My prediction is we get 1 to 3 inches right here where I'm at. Could be wrong, but now it's going to get cold. But I think we get 1 to 3 inches. That's what I think. All right, guys. Thank you. And I will see you all in the morning. Again, Life and Law Collide, book a call and give me a holler and tell your friends about what we're doing. This is a grand experiment I'm putting out there. So we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you very, very much.